Today, we're going to tackle one of the biggest, most persistent anxieties in the Christian faith. We're going to build a case, piece by piece, for the absolute security of your salvation. It's time to build a fortress of assurance that can actually stand firm.
It all boils down to this one question, doesn't it? It's a question that can keep you up at night. Can I, through my own mistakes, my own doubts, my own failures, can I actually lose the most important thing I've ever been given?
And let's just get this out of the way. Feeling anxious about this is totally normal. It's a common fear. But the good news is, the Bible gives us a really powerful and consistent answer, one that's designed to trade that anxiety for a deep, unshakable peace. So let's dive in, starting with the biggest shift in perspective. Okay, this is the foundational idea, the ground floor of our fortress. Your salvation, it isn't your project. It's not something you have to maintain or keep in good standing. It is God's project from start to finish. And that means your security rests on His power and His character, not on your own performance. This slide really just lays it all out. Ephesians chapter 2 is so clear. It says salvation is a gift, not from yourselves, not by works, so that no one can boast. And the logic here is just airtight, isn't it? If you couldn't earn it with your good works, then there's no way you can lose it with your bad ones. It was never about your performance to begin with.
I mean, just look at the language here. Who's the one doing the work? Who began it? God. And who promises to see it through to completion? God. There's no fine print here, no asterisk that says, as long as you hold up your end of the bargain. Nope. It's an unconditional promise. He starts it, He finishes it. Period. So, if it is God's project, how exactly does He guarantee it? Well, we're going to look at what you could call a threefold guarantee. Think of it as three massive, unbreakable walls to our fortress of assurance, built by the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
All right, let's start at the top, with God the Father. The first wall of our fortress is His sovereign power. We're talking about a grip that is literally unbreakable.
The key word here is no one. It's so important. It doesn't say no demon or no enemy. It says no one. That means no person, no spiritual power, and this is absolutely crucial, that no one includes you. Your own doubts, your own failures, your own sin, they just aren't strong enough to pry open the Father's hand.
And here's the same idea, but from a different angle. Paul gives this incredible, exhaustive list of things that cannot separate us from God's love. And just when you think he's covered everything, he throws in this amazing catch-all phrase, nor any other created thing. Now think about that. What are you? You're a created thing. So this guarantee literally covers you from yourself, even your future mistakes. Okay, that's wall number one. The second wall in our fortress is the perfect, finished work of Jesus Christ. His mission to save you isn't just a nice idea, it's a mission that cannot and will not fail. This is just so profound. Jesus states plainly that the Father's will is that he lose none, not a single one of those he's been given. Now let's follow the logic. If it were possible for even one true believer to be lost, what would that mean? It would mean that Jesus failed in his mission, that he couldn't carry out the Father's will, and that, well, that's just an impossibility. His mission has 100% success rate. So we have the Father's unbreakable grip, we have the Son's perfect mission. The third and final wall in our fortress is the work of the Holy Spirit, who acts as a kind of divine, unbreakable seal on the deal. You know, the Bible calls the Holy Spirit our guarantee, or our down payment. And that's not just poetic language, it's a legal, financial term. It's as if God has placed a non-refundable deposit inside every believer. And that deposit is Himself, the Holy Spirit. It's His personal guarantee that the full purchase will be completed and your inheritance is secure. God is not going to default on His own promise. Okay, but this is the question everyone asks, right? What about that person we all know, the one who seemed so on fire for God and then just walked away? Did they lose their salvation? What's going on there? The Bible actually gives a very direct, if tough, answer to this painful question. It says that when someone walks away permanently, it doesn't prove that salvation can be lost. Instead, it reveals that true, saving faith was never there in the first place. The ultimate proof of real faith is that it endures to the end. And this all leads us to our final piece of evidence. This is like the unbreakable lock on the gate of our fortress. It's a passage from Romans 8 that's often called the golden chain of salvation. Just look at this incredible chain of events. It starts with God foreknowing His people. Then He predestined them for glory.
Then in history, he called them to himself. Then he justified them, declared them righteous. And then he glorified them. See how there are no gaps? There's no link where someone can fall out. Everyone who starts in this chain makes it to the end. But here is the most mind-blowing part of all. That last word, glorified, is written in the past tense. In God's mind, your future glory is so certain, it's already an accomplished fact.
So the evidence is pretty overwhelming, isn't it? The fortress is secure, the Father's grip, the Son's mission, the Spirit's seal, the golden chain, it's all there. So the real question isn't whether God can hold on to you. The question is for you and me. Are we ready to stop trying to hold on with our own strength and finally truly rest in His unbreakable grip?